Super media outlet, Hot16 Magazine. Battles, artistry, realism, and swag.
We won this shit right now.
The cameras is serious.
What's going on? This is Hot16 Magazine. I am the ever so talented DeNecca Love with Swave Sevah.
What up, Swave 17, Hammy, Harlem in the building. Make sure you get this, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people probably see me with this hat already, but you know, I rep it hard. It's where I'm from. What up?
We are in Harlem right now.
We in Harlem right now.
Linux Ave.
Linux Ave, 124. White people done moved in Harlem, bought the tight jeans and the fancy dogs, but shit changed.
So Swave, how long have you been rapping? You were telling me before, but I want you to tell the fans.
Truthfully, I've been rapping. Seriously, how long? Seriously, have I been doing it?
Since you've been doing it.
So I've been rapping since I was 9 years old. You know, Swave Sevah ever tell his age? Never. So, you know, you just have to guess how long that is. But I've been rapping since I was 9. Seriously, I've been going hard with it since, you know, I say, I don't know, maybe 2000. You know what I mean? I've been going hard since about 2000, trying to do it for real, with a different level, with a different scale.
Now, you're about to battle Young Kannon.
Young Kannon, what up, nigga? You ready? You ready, nigga?
On Sunday. Now, how did that happen? Because I know that you battled O-Red, and Young Kannon battled O-Red, and, you know, a lot of people say that that's like a classic, like they don't really call it a classic, and maybe it's a little passed over with O-Red. Yeah, that's like a real classic.
How many of Young Cannon's battles do you actually call a classic?
How many do you actually call a classic?
None.
Not one of his battles you think is a classic?
Young Kannon battles?
Yeah.
I think he has a lot of good battles, but as far as replay value, Young Cannon's good, don't get me wrong. Never gonna shout out to Young Kannon, the boy got bars. But I don't see it as far as me watching a Young Kannon battle over and over and over. No. There's battles to this day that I still watch over and over. Like, you know what I mean? Like Cortez and Hitman, I still watch that battle over and over. Like Math and Rex, Math and A-Bird, you know what I mean? I still watch them battles over and over. Like, those have a lot of replay value. I don't really, and I don't think I'm alone on that. I don't think a lot of people watch a lot of Young Kannon battles more than once or twice, you know what I mean? Then be done with it, you know what I mean?
Well, what's your opinion on the battle with O-Red and Young Kannon? Like, what do you think?
I think that boy Young Kannon got himself spanked that day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Because a lot of people actually think that you like
killed O-Red. I mean, you can say it. Red know what it was. Red know what it was. Big shout out to O-Red, that's my nigga though, but he know what it was. We even got a little thing on YouTube with me and him even like talking about our battle and all that. You know what I mean?
So being that was the case with that battle, that people say, why battle Young Kannon?
I'm a different nigga. Like, I'm a warrior. You feel me? And when I started this shit, it was to fuel and feed the warrior spirit in me. You know what I mean? Niggas always talk about Swave, black belt, you know what I mean? Fighting in tournaments and martial art tournaments put a soul in me that the shit wants to be fed. You feel me? It got a hunger. The shit, you know what I mean? That's probably why I was running so violent on these streets. When I stopped martial arts, I was out here wild. You know what I mean? So now that I'm on music, the shit said, I seen the little battles and shit, the shit woke up again, like, yo, feed me. It's like Audrey 2, feed me. You know what I mean? So my warrior spirit is what got me into this shit. So I said, all right, fuck you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. So when it comes to Young Kannon, I don't look at it as his name is high or it wouldn't be a good business move. You know what I mean? Everybody probably telling me that shit, but I looked at it as the boy called me personally, he asked me personally. You know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with Young Kannon. I do think the nigga got bars, why not? You know what I mean? Or he looks at me as a strike. You know what I mean? He think he gonna get a stripe on me. I guess niggas feel like I'm a so-called big name. My nigga, if that's what it takes for you to get your stripes, you ain't gonna get no stripe on me, but I gladly help you try to get your stripe, my nigga. And that's just what it is. A lot of these big names don't do that shit. And that's the problem with the shit. This shit's starting to lack honor. You know what I mean? This shit is dwindling.
And And about battle rap and all that, I'm glad you brought up Averb because what's going on with that? Why do you want to battle Averb? Do you want to battle Averb? And if so, why do you want to?
But I'm starting to lean towards no because he's on some sucker shit and I ain't with it. You know what I mean? But the whole thing back in the day, you know, I'm saying if we're gonna be in this battle, why not battle the best?
Right.
Right? Averb is nice. Averb got some shit with itself. Averb got a name for itself. Averb built a name for itself. And you know, a lot of the people champion Averb. A lot of people, he's in damn near everybody's top 5. You know what I mean? I can't front the boy. He earned the spot. But I figure if I do this to fuel the monster in me, I want to battle the best. It's cool to get a warm-up. It's cool to get a warm-up battle in. You know what I mean? Take these. But every now and then you got to have that major person that everybody think is the best, so you can say you the best. And I challenged him a long time ago, very respectful. I ain't say nothing out the nigga. I ain't call him out his name. I just felt like the nigga was skilled, and I wanted to test my shit up against the skill. So I called him out, very respectful. Plus he took his little Twitter stabs at me, talking about 2 niggas I'm a battle before I quit this shit. It was Swave Sevah and disaster. You feel me? So you put shit like that on Twitter. I mean, let's get it in. Then after Clips murdered the nigga, I mean, Clips went into it on Twitter. I said a little man-to-man comment. I ain't mean no malicious intent with it. I said, yo, my nigga, you win some, you lose some. My father used to tell me that. I said, you know what I mean? Like, that's grown man shit. This nigga took offense, started getting crazy, talking about crazy and records out his mouth. Next thing you know, I hear a mixtape. He got a song called Fuck You. I hear Fuck Swave in the song. I said, wow. You got an answer for that, my nigga. I don't know. You know what I mean? If I say a nigga name, that means I'm willing to battle you. That means if I say your name and you come to me like, nigga, fuck that, you said my name, let's battle. I'm like, what's up? I said your name. I called for that, nigga. You said my name, and then I'm like, all right, what's up? You gonna bitch out? That's sucker shit. Then I ran up on him in Detroit, and he gave me his word as a man. Shook on it. Yo, I battle you after I battle Hitman. Now I heard he battled the X Factor. Yo, he a sucker, nigga. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I mean, it ain't that serious.
So, yeah, you karate, and your father does, yes?
Yes.
Is that how you
One of my niggas right here that can vouch for me, right here. My nigga, that's so. She asked me if I do karate and shit.
He does.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing, exactly. Word up, yeah.
But is that how you got the name Swave Sevah, or how did you get, like, with Swave Sevah?
Swave Sevah is a family-given name, man. I had that name for years. These Sevah came from me just chopping niggas' heads off in the off-camera era. Back in the day, you know, everybody started this battle shit, especially in Harlem. Niggas used to run around from block to block battling. You know what I mean? So that's where Sevah just came from. It's like street ball. You know how when street ball, nigga cut a nigga up and hand one, they give you a name? Nigga do that shit, so that's where Sevah came from. Swave was just a family-given name for me being where I was when I was little. Shout out to my pops.
So, what do you think you bring to this battle rap movement as far as style, as far as, you know, even bars, and just everything? Like, how do you change battle rap? How do you make it evolve?
That's a good question, truthfully. I just bring real shit. I bring bars, man. I bring my heart to that shit. I bring not being scared or backing down from any of you niggas. That's what I bring. You call me out if it's feasible, if I think it's real. I don't want to battle no whack niggas. You know what I mean? Shotgun Suge been calling me out, but I'm gonna battle him. Fuck that now. But at the same time, I had this thing where I've been battling all fat niggas. I ain't want to battle no more fat niggas. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Everybody was trying to say, all I do is fat jokes. So I was actually trying to stay away from the fat jokes. Because how you gonna battle a fat nigga and not do fat jokes? Like, so I was just like, nah, I ain't battling no more fat niggas, nigga. You know what I mean? Not that I ain't want to battle Shotgun Suge. Just, I had Big Kannon, Sid Vicious. I had nothing but fat niggas. Like, I'm good with them niggas. You know what I mean? Let me trim up some of these. I ain't no weight plan, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here, B. But yeah, I bring originality and wit. A lot of niggas is, I don't see nobody out there doing it like I do. Niggas don't think like I do.
And you had like a super classic with Head Ice. Right.
That will be soon to be dropped, by the way. Sorry about the wait. But you know, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I'm not one to announce it. When the time for the announcement comes, then it'll be announced. But right now, shit is happening, and the battle's gonna be released when everything is said and done and taken care of, business-wise. So It's out of my hands as of now, but it shouldn't be too much longer. That's the word I'm getting. I'm sorry, y'all. I want it out just as bad as y'all did. That's real talk. Shout out to my nigga Head Ice. Niggas went in that day. Word. Okay, first, gotta say that rest in peace, Carrie, Grandma Carrie. This is where the black grandmother used to live. You know what I mean? Like when I say the black grandmother, I mean she was everybody on this block, grandmother. My best friend TT, like my sister, grew up in this window right here. The whole building was abandoned before it, but this building, it used to go down at everything from the bud being sold and everything used to go down in this building. I used to come outside and come hang out here. This was like the meetup crew. When we was young, everybody used to come flood these steps and they go terrorize Harlem. So this is where we used to meet up at right here. You know what I mean? Then we got the famous Lennox Lounge this way. You know I gotta put the Lennox Lounge in it. You know what I mean? Truthfully, I think I was, yeah, I did. I used to go to the Lennox Lounge with my mom when I was little.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my mom used to hang out with all the mischievous, but she ain't never really get mischievous. She ain't drinking, she ain't do a lot of that, you know what I mean? So she just, you know what I mean, just to hang out with the Frank Lucases and the Nicky Barneses, you know, everybody used to Lennox Lounge at one point used to small, uptown, these used to be the bars in town. Niggas don't hang out here, so back in the day, my mom couldn't find a babysitter, although I got older sisters and brothers, they never went watching me. So she took me everywhere, so she had me in the bars with her.
Sentimental value.
Very nice. You can back up and get that. And you can see they got the live band playing in there right now. And it's crazy because it's Thursday and Thursday nights. This shit be popping. So if you stay out here later on at night, you're gonna see this shit get up. The legendary Paul Mooney did a little stand-up comedy up in here. Shit was crazy. Had everybody spilling out their seats. Legendary Lennox Lounge. No, that's 125th. I live right in the heart of Harlem. Apollo Theater down that way. 125th and Lennox. Right off. Another thing about Harlem, I tell you, that don't happen no more. Back in the day, we used to have this thing called Grand's Tomb, one in the summer every Wednesday. They used to block off on 25th Street and everybody used to flood the streets. Girls out here have nothing on, all the niggas out here going crazy, fights, shootouts, stabbings. I know that's bad, but we used to have fun, B. That shit was fun. Real talk. I miss the day. You know, any more questions else I want to know?
About everything there is to know about Swave Sevah.
Everything there is to know about. If I put it away, Kush, what up, nigga?
Yo, listen, you already know what it is. 2012, my boy Swave Sevah, boy. Get ready for it. Big things coming. Kush,
Hey, yo, son, real talk, my nigga right here. One of the best vocalists in Harlem, B. My nigga can sing his ass off. You want to give him a demonstration?
Son's a legend. You heard? TCD son from the Force MD.
My nigga's nice, B. You can go ahead that nigga on the Swave Sevah album, B.
Here's a message for all my haters. Focusing on me ain't gonna get you no paper, no, 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 it won't. So before you let yourself go broke, I suggest I let you know.
All right, I gotta pay for the rest. I gotta pay for it.
All right.
So, yo, this is Rice High School, famous Rice High School, which is kind of crazy to me because all my life living on this block, you know what I mean? Rice High School was like the shit, you know what I mean? Because they used to have these little high school parties that they let all girls, and there used to be girls flooded online, going all the way down the block, and all the niggas from the block used to find ways to sneak into the party and shit. And I had this nigga named Kitty, he used to DJ, and a couple years he did that shit like 4 years straight. He'd go and take me in there with him, you know what I mean? But back to what I'm saying, Rice High School is no more. They just shut the shit down. Like after all these years, there was no more Rice High School. And that shit is kind of crazy to me. Like all the niggas like Felipe Lopez, all them basketball players that came out of here, y'all couldn't come help save this shit. That shit is whack. Y'all niggas is faggots for that, bro.
Tell me about Team Hammy.
Team Hammy. Team Hammy. Team Hammy is the squads. Founded by myself, my nigga Ike P. The first 3 original members were me, Ike P, and Cortez. You know what I mean? Then it expanded from there. And it just basically became a little thing. It started out some niggas was shouting at battles because we was killing niggas. You know what I mean? Hammy is short for homicide for people that don't know. A lot of people be saying Team Homie. It's Team Hammy, short for homicide. And you know, it just stands for, you know, team that catch bodies. And you know, shout out to my little sister QB. I know what she do. Team Hammy. You know what I mean? PH, my nigga PH, Amzilla. You know what I mean? P Stacks. There's a lot of niggas that's in Team Hammy now. Kind of expanded past battle rap. Like I got producers, I got, you know what I mean? Actual Team Hammies. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
I mean, do you plan to expand beyond battle rap?
Of course. You know what I mean? Battle rap was me expanding to something else. I always did music. You know what I mean? You could fuck YouTube, put Swave Sevah in Google. I got shit dating back to like, you know what I mean? Shout out to my group CVs, me, IP, and my man Pro Rock. We got shit that we dropped back in the day for the jump off, little 12-inch. You know what I mean? We've been working on music for years, so I actually got an album coming out in the summer called Son of a One-Armed Man on Creative Juices Music. Shout out to my nigga ID and all that. So it's all about bigger and better things. Battling is good for the exposure and for getting the fans and you know what I mean, the views and stuff like that. It was great for that, and I would never take that from it. But you always gotta have another plan. You can't have a career as a battle rapper, man. Like, you know what I mean, it's a good bridge, but once you get across, it's time to, you know what I mean, expand and make that kingdom.
I saw a blog where they were talking about how since, I think it was Young Scripts, talking about since battles aren't judged anymore, anybody feels like they can challenge anybody with no merit.
I kind of feel that. I kind of feel like I understand why a lot of people stop judging battles, but I kind of feel like some of these nerd niggas some of them need to be told they lost, man. I think a lot of egos is happening. A lot of niggas thinking they on top of their game and top of this shit because niggas ain't telling them, my nigga, you lost. You know what I mean? And I think every now and then with battles that got a lot of shit behind it, like the Hitman and Holla and the A-Bird battle, I think this should have been the judge. Somebody should have been told they lost. Because neither one of them ever gonna believe they lost. You know what I mean? Both of them think they won. That's right. So every now and then you gotta bust a nigga bubble, be like, yo, my nigga, you lost. Word to mother, cut that shit out, you lost. Let a nigga go home and think on that. Losers don't do nothing but build character, man. They make you learn from your mistakes, man. Niggas be scared of losses. That's why niggas that scared of losses can't take it, shouldn't do this shit. Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? Stop being a bitch. Tell a nigga he lost every now and then. Bring that nigga ego back to the ground. Feel me? Flake that shit.
Why did they stop judging battles?
That I don't know that. You know, you got a lot of people that believe that the not judging of the battles equated to more views. It's like when you got people get to formulate their own opinion on something, they go watch it. You know what I mean? Once you hear about a battle and then you hear people who already tell you, you know, the nigga ain't gonna see the battle and be like, you know, if there's a judge, somebody that saw a battle gonna be like, yeah, such and such one. So that should take the little out of watching it sometimes. You might watch it, but you already know who won, you know what I mean? So sometimes when there's no judging, it make people go look for themselves and formulate their own opinion. That kind of brings more people to it. Because then it creates debates and everybody going back and forth. Everybody re-watching it to feel like, you know what I mean? You know you got one of these in every corner of the hood, B. Turn around and get that. You know you gotta get the menus, all that good. So, these niggas gotta step their game up because they gotta be ready to get that too, let niggas know. Y'all niggas better step your game up. Word. Everybody else got AIDS on the block.
This is a Hot 16 exclusive.
Hot 16
with DeNecca Love.
Right.
Now you know what time it is.
Swave Sevah team, Hammy, Harlem. She came to Harlem, y'all. We walked around the hood a little bit, showed the links now, we did us.
We got our G rate up.
Yeah, there you go. They gotta get their A rate up though. Word.